Well, boxing is in a great place right now. What's good, everybody? This is Polo J within the Red Corner Boxing, and I want to talk about the state of boxing right now. What's good, Chappelle? There's a lot of funny business going on right now. I know I've been away for a little while, had a stomach bug, but the first thing I want to talk about is this guy, dang Oscar Valdez, and how in the living heck is he able to box after popping dirty? It doesn't make any dang sense to me. And it's a sad trend that I hope, first let me say this, I hope that Andy Ruiz doesn't get popped for anything. I pray that he doesn't. Because it seems like anybody who is in that camp with Canelo Alvarez, sometimes they pop dirty. It's blamed on several different things. Sometimes it's tainted meat. Sometimes it's just tainted food, supplements. And this time it's blamed on tea. Seriously, tea. I don't get it. Maybe it's not for me to understand. But you know what? I'm going to say this. I really was a supporter of Oscar Valdez. I really was. Part of me still is, because he is a good fighter. I'm not even gonna lie about that. He is a good fighter, but his reputation right now, it ain't looking good for him. He needs to go back to the drawing board. He probably needs to change his affiliations. He probably needs to, I don't know, just do better. Yeah, T. He probably just needs to do better, man, because it's sad that anybody, like I said, that's in that Canelo camp, they pop dirty. Sometimes they won't even get suspended. Or if they do get suspended, it's within the time frame of their fight. So, say for instance, last time Canelo got popped, he got suspended for 6 months. Well, he was 6 months out from his fight. So what good did the suspension do? All it did was just give him time to rest or to train up or whatever he needed to do. And I hate to bring up the sanctioning bodies or whatever, but we need accountability. If it's good for one, it's good for all. I know some fighters who have popped dirty and they've been suspended for a year or so. Now, I'm not going to say that Finchermean is just as dirty as any of the rest of them, but the rules are the rules. You don't want to. Things are starting to look fishy all across boxing, man. Boxing is and this is me. This is just me. Boxing is in a terrible place right now. Terrible place. Especially for those who are boxing purists. It's in a terrible place. Like the ducking, the cherry picking, the PEDs, the promoters, all of this different type of stuff, it comes together in a stew of destruction of the sport. Now, I'm not saying that sanctioning bodies aren't necessary, because they are. They are really necessary. I'm not saying that the promoters are not necessary, because they are. All this stuff is necessary except for the PEDs. Ducking is not necessary. Cherry picking is not necessary. Like it's sad to see a sport that you love spiraling, going down the drain. And I've said this before. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 5 to 10 years, probably even 15 years, because things like this take time, that boxing might be a complete afterthought. It really might end up being a complete afterthought, because the only reason why people are getting into boxing now is because their fathers trained them, or they were just looking for something to teach a little bit of discipline and all this stuff. But the main goal in it, when you pick up boxing, is to eventually get paid from it. That is the end goal. That is whether we like it or not, that is the goal of it, to get paid. But if you see all this stuff going on, all the politics, all the, what's a good word for it? Mistreatment of valor. That's a good term. Mistreatment of valor going on. Why would you even want to be a part of that? Why would you even want to, be in a realm that is going to reward you for not being on the right path? You can do 100 things right, 1,000,000 things right, and once you get to a certain level, that doesn't matter no more. That segues into this. There's a new boogeyman coming. There's a boogeyman coming. He's coming from across the water, and he's a hell of a fighter. Mr. Conor Benn. Dude is nasty. Really nasty. What's good, man? What's good? Conor Benn is a nasty boy. He's a nasty guy. And he just put the American fighters on notice. And I think it's a good thing, because now there's a fresh set of eyes, or quote unquote, a fresh pair of fists that is out here that can shake up some things. He's talking about actually fighting Adrian Broner. Would I watch that fight? Yeah, I'll watch that fight, because I'm not so much of an Adrian Broner fan as much as I am a Conor Benn fan. And I don't actually give Adrian a chance to win this fight. I don't. I think Conor Benn's going to beat this man from pillar to post. What's going on? What's going on, Exclusive News Insider? Just talking about this current state of boxing. There's a lot of funny stuff going on. It's, oh, my God. But hold on, I got sidetracked. Conor Benn. Yeah. If he's going to fight Adrian, this is just going to be an introduction to the division. And if this is his introduction, I see a situation where he's going to mess around and have to fight Sean Porter or a Keith Thurman next. This was quoted today saying, oh, see, Rob, see, see, people know about this guy. People pay attention to this guy. Conor Benn, let's see. When it comes to European fighters, I put Conor right up there with Josh Taylor, slightly above Anthony Joshua, and slightly below a Vasily Lomachenko. Because let's not get it twisted. Lomachenko puts hands on people. He really does. He really does. But it's something about Conor Benn coming to the welterweights and the Americans. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's a new face. This is something to celebrate. This is something to be ecstatic about. Because if these people are not going to fight each other, hell, I'll fight them. I guess that's what he's thinking. I would love to see Conor Benn versus Terrence Crawford right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. that would be a candidate for fight of the year. Fight of the year. Sean said so, oh no. See, and that's something else. That's something else that's going on, and it needs to be talked about for us with the state of boxing. It seems like the European fighters are trained more in a purest way of boxing compared to the Americans. You know, I don't forgive me if I'm wrong, but it seems as if fundamentals are the groundwork over there. Fundamentals. Are you fundamentally sound? Can you throw a stiff jab? Do you have proper foot placement? Do you have proper foot movement? Do you have head movement? These are all fundamental things. Can you hold your guard up? Can you hold your guard up for a significant amount of time? Can you take a body shot? Are you hardened? You know what I'm saying? I think that that's the groundwork for the European fighter. And it seems like for the American fighters, us over here, it's like you get that type of training and you take it and implement it into the ring, you're going to be labeled as boring or, oh, you're not marketable. When, in my opinion, it's the complete opposite. You want to know if your fighter can fight. Because at the end of the day, it's called boxing. Not punching, not knockout, not windmill. It's boxing. The sweet science. The ability to maneuver around a squared circle and hit and not be hit. Can you do that effectively? Now, there are styles who fit archetypes. What do I mean by archetypes? Okay, archetypes. There are some people who are a little more on the flat-footed side. These people usually throw heavy hands. It's undeniable. The science backs it up, in my opinion. When you're a little bit flat-footed and all you know is to move forward, you usually have a good chin and you have some heavy power. Now, that's one archetype. The second archetype is the people who are relatively light on their feet. Relatively light on their feet, and they have reputable, speed. Speed equals quick hands. Quick hands equals quick jabs, straights, hooks, things of that. To where it's not a lot of power behind it, but it's enough to get at least a flash knockdown. Excuse me. See, these fighters will usually work on what they're good at instead of the things that they're not good at. And the third archetype of that is the well-rounded. Put it in video game terms, the balanced player. He has good head movement, but he knows to move and he works on the things that he's not good at in order to make his weaknesses his actual strengths in certain bouts. Now, that's what I see happens over there in Europe across the water. That over here, it's about the flash, it's about the payday, it's about all the things that look good on TV but are not conducive to a long career. Over there in Europe, they're not worried about their O. They're not worried about going undefeated. Do they think about it and what they enjoy an undefeated career? Your guess is as good as mine. But I can tell you they probably would. They probably would enjoy being undefeated. What fighter wouldn't? What pro team wouldn't enjoy being undefeated? Undefeated says something about you. It says that you were the best of the best, and you were the best man at that current time every time you got into the ring. Over here, worried about that too much. Over there, not so much. Over there, it's about implementing game plans and putting on a show. Whether you win or whether you lose, it's about putting on the show and making your team proud. Because no boxer, okay, metaphorically speaking, boxers do go in there alone. We get that, but not really. It takes that 6 to 8 weeks of preparation, blood, sweat, tears. Y'all all know the cliche things that I'm going to say. But he's not doing that alone. There's nutritionists, the trainers, strength trainers, all these different type of things, the cut men, all this stuff. So he is not alone. So his job is to go in there and make them proud, make them look good. Because he is technically a product of them. So that's what's more on display over there than over here. And it's sad, but I get it. I get the reality of it. But whatever. Purse bid. I don't even know why this is even news, but it says something to me. It speaks to me. It whispers in my ear, like when you outside and you think that somebody's calling your name, and it brings you in the house. But then it's probably a good thing that you come in the house. I think that's what this is. Is Terrence Crawford versus Shawn Porter a pay-per-view? Is it a pay-per-view? And if so, would you pay for it? Now, I had a decent conversation with a couple of gentlemen earlier about, would you be willing to pay $49.99 or $99.99 to watch Terrence Crawford versus Shawn Porter? Would you be willing to give up, depending on how much you work at your job, probably a day's pay or 2 days' pay to watch them fight? And I sat back and thought about it. Earlier, I said yes. I said yes, that I would pay to watch that fight. I would pay. I would love to pay for it because it's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be a wonderful fight. It's going to be Hagler Hearns 2.0. This, that. I got so animated about it. I got so up in arms about it. I got so excited about it. But then I sat down and actually had to look at the details, the nuance, so to say. This is not a pay-per-view fight. Where's the draw going to come from? Is it just going to be from the Midwest? far as, Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas, and Iowa, even if these places even recognize him, far as with i.e. Terrence Crawford. I know Nebraska. I know Omaha. I know Omaha will put in their support for him because he's a hometown boy. I get that. How many people in LA actually recognize Shawn Porter? Something a good friend of mine's always like to say, can that boxer walk down the street and not get mobbed by paparazzi? If they can do that, they're not a draw. They're not a superstar. There's a difference in walking down the street in your hometown compared to walking down the street in the fight capitals, far as a Vegas, Atlantic City, a New York City, heck, even now, Atlanta. Can you walk down these streets and not get flashed by paparazzi? When they see you, is it automatically a fashion show? And I say no. It hurts to say that. It's sad to say that. But there really is no there really is no draw in this fight. And it hurt my feelings to even think about that. Because I like both these guys as fighters. I think both of them have something special and something unique that they bring to the table, that they bring to the arena, that they bring to that gladiator field. They both have something that oozes greatness off of them. It's just their mid-card talent. Well, I won't say mid-card talent. They're pay-per-view talent, but they're mid-card promoted. I don't like that. But that's up to them to change that. And I think this fight will change that. I do. I think this is going to be the fight that will propel both of them to a status to where they are undeniable. They can be so undeniable that, hey, I could say, look at like this. Shawn Porter wins. Hey, Earl, me and you rematch. I did something you was too scared to do. Fight the boogeyman. And I won. Is Earl going to say no? Can Earl say no? What's good, brother? What's good, brother? Can he say no? Can he say no? Can he deny him? Can he deny him? Bud gets in there, beats Shawn. He's undeniable. Hey, stop running. I looked better against this dude than you did. I did better against him than you did. It took you hell and high water to win. I won this in 6-7 rounds. You had to wait for a decision. You got to see me, dude. Can he deny that man? Sad reality? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Reckless. Thank you, man. Thank you. I had to search hell and high water to find this. I thought it would have been a perfect thing since football season is starting back up to put in the background. You know how it is about the Chiefs here, man. You know how it is. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. I do appreciate it. One more topic before I decide to get up out of here. One more topic before I decide to call it a night. I usually go an hour, but I'm finding that the 30-minute shows are a little bit more conducive to my health. See, I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting really old. So, know about your cheek. Hey, man, don't be a hater all your life. Don't be a hater all your life. Come on. We have plenty of room in the kingdom. There's plenty of room in the kingdom, man. All you have to do is ask nicely, and we'll let the gates open for you. You can come in. Ain't like the Seahawks are going to be doing anything. I'm just saying. Ain't like they going to be a contender for a Super Bowl or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It ain't like Russ got any wide receivers except for that Megatron 2.0. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yo, I'm about to jump in and jump out. Ain't nobody messing with you tonight, bro. I am not. And you got my name in red, bro. We not messing with this panel. It's too much disrespect, bro. But man, but real talk though, I'm not gonna front, bro. If Seattle would have got Julio to keep it a band, that was a Super Bowl title right there, bro. Think about this. Look, this is the only reason why I say that. This is the only reason, bro. They got a new coordinator that's better than the last one. Then who they go double team? You got Lockett, DK, Julio. Who you go double team, bro? You leave anybody man on man, that's a catch.
I can speak from experience with this one.
I'm just saying, they whole playbook would have been all the way open, though, bro. That would have been a problem for defense. That would have been a problem for all defenses, bro.
That's true, and I agree with you. I agree with you until you face a team like Tampa Bay.
But when you got a quarterback that's used to throwing on the run and really is more accurate on the run than he is in the pocket, which is crazy.
I understand. Look, everything that you're describing, I understand. Because Patrick Mahomes is a lot more accurate.
That would have been one hell of an NFC championship. Seattle and Tampa Bay with Julio in them, that would have been that would have been a hell of a game, bro.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is why I would be worried about Russell Wilson. Look at that Super Bowl. We didn't have an offensive line.
Bro, this is what makes me mad, Polo, is when they try to, you know what I'm saying, put a mark on the shelves about, oh, man, they threw the game. They cheating for time. Bro, that's like saying they cheated for Seattle when he did that to Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep it real. What do they tell you about all sports? Defense wins games. That's real. You can put up 30.
You don't have an offensive line, you're not going to win.
Exactly, bro. So when people was, trying to throw shade on Brady, bro, I ain't no Brady fan like everybody else, but I gotta give respect where respect is due. Same thing with Jordan, same thing with Shaq, same thing with LeBron, same thing with any athlete. Even if I'm not a fan of yours, I gotta give respect where respect due. Nigga, he did his thing. Give him his props, bro. You feel me?
This is true. This is true. But
now let me ask you this. I got a good question for you. Now, we know the situation with Cam. I wish he would have never went to the Patriots, but let's be real. He was going to have to take whatever job he got. Because if he didn't, then they would have been like, oh, he being arrogant, like he too good to go to this team. It was going to be a lose-lose. So he had to take that. Cool. We already know Boston is racist. Not even trying to play that card, but let's be real. We have Boston Celtic players that played for the team. Tell them how they getting called out their name and getting called the N-word. And they played for your team. Brought y'all a championship home. You feel me? So that's not just making nothing up. We know they didn't want a black quarterback to begin with. Y'all gonna put all of this on.
It was a black quarterback issue. I think it was a Cam issue.
Bro, this is the whole point. How it gonna be a Cam issue? We have nobody. Who we gonna throw it to? The cheerleaders?
I think it was a Cam issue because
That's
Uh,
what pissed me off. It falls on Cam, but it's like, how? I came to a messed up situation. That's like me bringing you into a house that ain't got no lights, no water, but then I'm complaining to you like, man, you need to help me get these bills on. Nigga, I moved in here like this.
this is true. This is true. This is all true. But have you do you watch wrestling?
Nah, I mean, throwback wrestling, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't watched wrestling in years.
What's good, Slick? Well, they have this thing called a transitional champion where somebody will win the WWE title, or back in the day when you watched the WWF title on a small pay-per-view, and they will lose it the next night on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember they used to do that with WCW Nitro.
Yeah, for somebody who was coming back off of an injury or somebody with promotions or something like that.
Right. And
those
those
were called transitional champions.
And I understand that. I just hate that Cam had to take the blame and the bricks on his shoulder. Like, bro, why am I taking the blame? I'm trying to help.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest about this. The thing about my platform when it comes to talking sports is we have to tell the truth. We cannot get our feelings involved.
Oh no,
because it's going to damage the argument.
Facts. That's why you see me dropping all facts, nothing but facts.
Yes, but you left out key details to these facts. Okay, Cam Newton. When was the last time he threw for over 25 touchdowns?
But bro, we know he was all injured most of those fucking
No.
when he was saying he wasn't.
Full health.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute.
One time. And that was the Super Bowl run.
Right. His MVP season.
One time.
Right. But
after that and before
let's not forget, this nigga Cam missed all the training camp with the Patriots. You feel me? All of that. He barely knew the playbook. You feel me? He didn't even know the whole playbook. So it's like, bro, right? It's like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and y'all got the walls caving in on both sides of it.
Hold on now.
See, like I'm already on a bad team with no weapons, no running game, no offensive, no nothing, bro. I got a dope coach. That's it.
Okay, I get that. As far as the playbook is concerned, he's had ample amount of time to learn the playbook.
Hold on, he could have Joe Montana's playbook. If you ain't got no weapons, what you go do with it?
It's not about the weapons. It's about knowing the playbook. See, the thing that makes Tom Brady great. I hate to say that. It's the same.
You like to say that he made, you know what I'm saying, average players look like stars.
Yeah, it's the same thing that made Peyton Manning great.
Right. And Montana.
Timing. See, if you have the timing and the reps, see, that's the thing about Tom Brady
going to practice. Yeah, which he missed all of. He missed all the training camp.
After training camp, even on the summer, the off days, they would be with their receivers.
Right. Now I feel that.
They would be with their running back. They would be with at least the interior lineman, the center, the left guard, and the right guard.
But I hate that about Cam. He is an introvert like me and shit. Hella bad. So I understand what you're saying. You want to get close to your squad, your team. You know, you ain't gonna know no better if you don't get close to them and know what they like, where they like to catch it at. You know where they sweet spot is.
You have to see. That's the job of a leader.
Right.
To be able to turn those weaknesses into strengths. Say, for instance, DK Metcalf cannot run slants. He drops the ball on slants.
Right.
What will Russell Wilson do? Over the summertime, he will work with him.
Yeah, rep his ass up.
Run him with slants. Run slants. Slants. Okay.
Rep up.
After doing that, bring in probably a DB to cover him to run the slants.
Or a safety, for the double team or something like that. Right.
And then bring in a linebacker to add more pressure to where he has no choice but to catch. But if he sees that he is not good at catching those slants at that period of time, even with the personal work, you have to take that out the playbook.
As far as on his side of the field. Right.
Yes, you know for a fact you have to take that out the playbook.
But that's going to help him anticipate the hit. Right. But that's going to help him anticipate the hit after the catch.
Yes. Marvin Harrison could not run stop and goes. So what did
not for nothing.
Manning do? He took it out the playbook for him. See,
I mean, that's just like Shannon Sharp had to learn the playbook from John Elway because he didn't know it that well.
Yes, Shannon Sharp, all he really knew was goes. Goes and curls. Goes and curls. Goes and curls. He didn't chip. He didn't know how to do a 5-yard chip
and out route. None of that.
Yes. See, those are things that you're supposed to take time, and it takes patience.
Right. But also how Shannon came up with him being such a big body tight end, they was looking for the power and not really the finesse. You know what I mean? They wanted him to be the bully type and not really the, hey, I can finesse you with these routes. But sometimes that finesse is gonna get over on that bully. You feel me?
See, but right there, that's the quarterback's job.
Right.
The quarterback is supposed to be watching film along with his main targets. See, because I can tell you right now, John Elway, he was probably in the film room with a Shannon Sharp, with Terrell Davis, with a Rod Smith, and a Eric Metcalf. What was his name? Eric Metcalf? Was it Eric Metcalf?
Who, the other receiver they had?
Yeah. DK Bobby Metcalf. Well, whatever. Those are his main targets, right? And then he was probably in there with his center, his right tackle, and his left tackle. He's probably in there with them watching film like, hey, because I know they used to do it to us. Chip Neil Smith. Chip him into Derek Thomas.
Right. Nah, that's real.
Throws off the timing. Throws off that. Okay, so the line is covered right there.
No, they had Rod Smith.
Rod Smith, and it was the
short dude. Eric, was it McCaffrey or fucking
Eric McCaffrey? Yes, it was.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Yes. That's the leader. So, okay, put it like this. Derek Thomas, Neil Smith already took you care of because the leader, he told them where to be, how to be when it came to Neil Smith and Derek Thomas. Okay.
This was my question for you, Polo, about the whole Cam shit. Excuse my French. Me personally, I feel like Cam would have strived going to the Saints, and the only reason why I say that is because he's an upgraded version of Jason Hill, which was what they already got. He's just an upgraded version of Jason Hill. He would have strived there, and he a black quarterback. They would have wrapped their arms around him. They wouldn't have tripped. They would have actually supported Cam like, hey, bro, we trying to really make a home here for you.
I'm about to say something that's controversial. This is not the 1980s or the early 90s no more. The black quarterback thing has been dead. It's been dead.
Well, I'm just saying New Orleans is known for having black quarterbacks. You feel me?
But they've been garbage.
Exactly my point.
They've been garbage.
But at least Cam will have weapons. That's my whole point. He going somewhere they got a dope coach, a dope coordinator, and you have weapons. So you don't have the excuse. So meaning you don't have the excuse to go 4-10 or 4-12 and be like, oh man, it was just a bad season on me. Nah, bro. We got weapons here. We got coaching here. We got a line. We got offensive coordinator. You feel me? So meaning if he couldn't survive there, he wasn't gonna survive nowhere, bro.
Time out, brother. Let's put this in its proper perspective. Okay. When you speak about the New Orleans Saints, you have to speak about them in a whole. See, the New Orleans Saints only have 2 reputable weapons on their offensive side. It's Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, exactly.
Michael Thomas wants out. I don't believe it matters who the quarterback is. Michael Thomas wants out.
Right.
So you'll just have Alvin Kamara. Okay, what good is it to have an offensive line and a running back if you don't have any receivers?
Right. Who they tight end? Don't they got old boy from Seattle?
Graham. You think Graham is?
Yeah, Graham.
Do you consider Graham
a threat? No.
So
he ain't a Tony G.
Does it make
feel me?
to go to New Orleans. I mean, I would love to see Cam in New Orleans because he fits that personality.
And that's what I was saying, bro. That was my only point to saying that, is that he literally fits in New Orleans. That's the only reason why I said that, bro. That's like the perfect fit and situation, but it don't leave you no room for no excuses. If you can't strive here in New Orleans, bro, your career just up, bro. It's just time to hang it up. That's the whole point. It was a one and done situation. So now we still got to give Cam a real chance to see, hey, what he really got left in the tank. That right there would have showed us exactly. We going to the playoffs, or we sitting at home watching the playoffs. You feel me? Like, just uncut.
I just got corrected. Somebody called a challenge on the play, and the booth has to review it, and it has come back true. No, not true. Mike was mad at offensive coordinator. It's fixed now. Thank you, Rob. The challenge was upheld. That's a touchdown, brother. Thank you. So, would you want Cam? Any New Orleans fan? We don't. Hold on. But you
I mean, regardless of how people might feel about Cam personally, nobody can say that he's not an upgrade from a Jason Hill or a Winston. For real. Like, no, you can't say that. He's not worse than either one of them. Not near.
Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston.
He's not worse than either one of them.
Famous Jameis. Here's one thing that you're guaranteed to get with famous Jameis.
Hella interceptions.
That's two. That's one. That's one. But you're gonna get hella touchdowns too. You're gonna get both.
Yeah, you're gonna get 38 touchdowns and 42 picks.
I mean, this man is the only active player with a 30 for 30.
You feel me? You feel me?
We can't deny that. That's fine. But let's stop joking about this gentleman. Because, there's other places that he could think about going to where he could at least have a decent chance at starting.
He could have went to the Raiders. Bro, Winston could have went to the Raiders. For real.
I should kick you off my show for that.
Why? Why? You feel me? Why you throwing around on the chefs, throwing TDs on the chef's head?
Throwing TD, he can't throw.
Man, you just said he had 30 for 30, so obviously he can.
See, the thing about Jameis is he's gonna win you games and he's gonna lose you.
Yo, that's the only bad thing.
I can see situations where they down by 3, he just heaves a 60-yard touchdown.
Right.
I can see that. I can see them being up by 3, and he heaves.
And him getting picked off doing the slant route.
I can see both of them. That's the it's mind-boggling almost how Jameis Winston
is a 500 player, literally.
He's
literally himself is 500.
You know who he would be absolutely perfect for? The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dolphins.
No, the Dolphins. No. See, here's the thing about the Dolphins.
What you think Tua? I mean, you think Tua gonna be decent like Russ?
No. See, the thing about Alabama quarterbacks, if you look at them, I believe there's only one
that really succeeded.
And it's about to be 2 because I think Mac Jones up there in New England, I think he's going to at least get them to the wild card.
Man, bro, let me ask you this, Polo. You feel me? How do you feel about this? With rookie quarterbacks, and you just throwing them, in the fire as a starter week 1, fresh off of being drafted. Do you feel like that's a make or break situation as far as a player's confidence? Like if he start off on some 3-16 or 3-15, he gonna be messed up for the rest of his career. But then if he turn around and do a 13-3, he gonna, strive the rest of his career. How do you feel about that as far as being a rookie quarterback and just being thrown into the fire week 1?
There's several different factors that you have to take into account when it comes to that. Like,
because me personally, I don't think Mac Jones is gonna be as good as everybody thinks.
if you look at a lot of the great situations, a lot of the great quarterbacks, 75% of them have sat a year or two.
Exactly.
The
They learn from
remaining
their predecessors.
25%, well, I'll put it like this: 20% who have succeeded started, but they had a good foundation. They had
I
a
mean,
good,
look at
reputable
Aaron Jones.
organization around them.
Right. Look at Aaron Jones. He had Brett Favre for his predecessor.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't get him. I don't get him no respect. You feel me? Seattle fan. They get no respect.
But then you have to look at quarterbacks like a Ryan Leaf, a
Hey,
Jamar.
Slick. I know you got peoples out there in St. Louis. Don't send your hitters at my head, Slick. Call me, Slick. I don't want no problems. You still ain't called me, man. I know you got hitters in the loop. I don't want no smoke.
That's a different topic for another show.
Nah, because I said something about Green Bay. You know that's his team.
Yeah, I know it's his team. Forget it.
Call me, Slick.
Because I believe at the end of this year, no matter how much I would want him to stay in the NFC, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up in Miami.
Man, please don't say that. I mean, I can see that destination like a retired spot because he on his last leg. He trying to get up out anyway. So, I mean, technically, I could really see that. Like, he want to at least leave out in good weather because he been playing in the cold his whole career.
See, because people are trying to link him to Denver. See, because here's the thing. Before all the stuff happened with Tom Brady leaving New England, people were like, oh, he's going to go to Denver. He's going to go to Denver. Watch, he's going to end up in Denver.
I don't see that. I mean, I would say Minnesota before I say Denver.
They were saying Minnesota too. They said he's going to replace Kirk Cousins. Look at the young core they got. I was like, hey, have y'all seen what's going on in Tampa Bay? Have y'all seen the type of players that they have down there? Chris Godwin.
Right. They loaded up, bro. They loaded up and brought everybody back. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm not a Tampa Bay fan, but bro, if y'all don't have Tampa Bay in y'all list as number one to go back to back this year, then y'all just not a real football fan. You feel me? Like, you got to give props for props is due. Just like the Lakers, they go win the ring this year. That's just being real. Like, if you not got,
hold on now, whoa, hold on now,
bro.
You just can't put a sprinkling of stars and batter and call it a cake.
All right, bro. We go see. We've won with less. So
because
we go
be honest. I'm a. It sounds weird being in Kansas City, but I'm a diehard Golden State fan.
Hey, you know I'm a diehard Lakers fan. You feel me? You know I got them tatted on me.
You know, Clay's coming back, and I'm hearing through the grapevine they might end up giving up Draymond for a Ben Simmons.
All I know is our starting five is a problem for any team.
Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony.
No, we got Melo. No, we got Russell Westbrook, point guard. We got, well, I think it's Kendrick Nunn. It's gonna be shooting guard. Of course, I take that back. It's gonna be Malik Monk. My bad. It's gonna be Malik Monk.
Nope, they're gonna be on the bench. It's Horton Tucker.
Nah, he backing up Malik. He backing up Malik Monk.
What has Malik done in his time in the league?
What, he hooped last year. He was balling last year.
No, he was not.
Bruh, Malik Monk was hooping last year, bruh. Him and Melo was hooping together. Him and LaMelo was hooping.
Whatever. What?
Just real talk. Him and LaMelo was hooping last year, bro. And the only reason I know that because I was watching all LaMelo.
LaMelo, yes. But everybody else, no.
We got Dwight Howard, of course, you know what I'm saying, starting center, AD, LeBron, Malik Monk, and then Westbrook. But our starting five is a problem.
Let's get back to this Cam Newton situation.
Go ahead.
Let's get back to
it. Leave them Lakers alone, bro.
Let's leave basketball alone. We can talk basketball tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't want that Lakers smoke. It's cool. We'll stay on the chefs.
Sir, I should bid you a good night for saying this. I really should. I should kick you off.
Like, bro, I'll put you in timeout. You have to sit out for 300 seconds.
I almost timed you out. But for real. I want to ask you a question about Seattle.
Go ahead. You know, I'm gonna keep it a band and 100 grand, bro. You know, I ain't gonna water it down just because that's my team.
Before Justin Fields was drafted to Chicago Bears, do you think it would have been a wise move to trade their first round pick and 2 Kopitsky carry picks for Russell Wilson?
All right, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Of course, as being a Seattle owner, you gonna want more for Russell because we know we talking about the MVP, Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a real dude that really got skills out here. But at the same time, Russell could either leave and then they could get nothing. So it was one of them situations like, all right, we could potentially let him leave and walk and we don't get nothing for Russ, or we could just trade him to whatever team that we could get the best compensation package from. So trading him, of course, ain't smart, but getting something instead of getting nothing is definitely smart. So that's why you really couldn't be mad at him because it was either let him leave for nothing or we just take whatever we can take for him. That's going to be the best compensation package, even if it really ain't a compensation package that's worth it.
See, I asked this question because I look up there in Chicago. I see how that boy is he's doing. Justin Fields, he's nice. He's really nice.
Oh yeah, he's nice, bro.
I'm thinking, this is just my thinking.
Right.
If you would have did that trade and you would have
signed for Russ.
Yeah, the draft pick, which would have turned into, you know what I'm saying? See, what if you would have did that and then you would have signed like a Brad Smith or a Gardner Minshew or something like that.
Right.
A journeyman quarterback, a veteran quarterback, a Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And gave him a predecessor to learn under.
Yes. To where when this year comes up, well, not this year, but the following year, you have somebody who has learned.
Season. Right.
Yes. They've learned. They've had time to sit and learn how to learn. Because you can't just learn. You have to learn how to learn.
Right. And that's why I was asking with the rookie situation. How do you feel about with throwing rookie quarterbacks in the fire? Because that leads up to that question. You feel me?
I think it's terrible depending on the situation. I think there's certain organizations.
Okay, well give me your Mac Jones opinion then.
Mac
and,
Jones?
And then you can start with him and then go to Justin Fields, and Lawrence and Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, then
all rookies.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up the list of the rookie quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, that's actually starting. No, that's actually starting.
Oh, some of them are going to be starting pretty soon.
Well, I'm just saying that's actually starting week 1 because that's what matters. You feel me? It's how you really start your career off.
Okay.
I mean, we know we got Justin Fields, we know we got Trevor Lawrence, and we know we got Mac Jones
and Zach Wilson.
Okay.
I'll start with Mac Jones. I'm not worried about Mac Jones for the simple fact that he played at Alabama.
Right.
Who was an understudy of Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells?
Right.
Nick Saban. So I don't know.
So you feel like he's already preseasoned?
He's already preseasoned for the destination that he's at. He's already experienced the level of competition at Alabama that he's going to face every day in practice in New England. New England and Alabama are ran the same exact way. You do your job. You do not do your job, you're out.
Right.
So it was nothing new. It was almost, he's almost like really staying in college. He's just getting paid for it now.
I feel you. As far as like the set in the background,
the setting and everything.
Okay. All right. How you feel about Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence. I feel bad for this young man because.
Do you feel like he got too much hype too soon without doing anything? Do you feel like he got too much hype behind him without doing anything? Because technically he ain't did nothing yet, bro, and he's getting a lot of hype. He's getting that air pump to the dome real quick. The thing that I like
about Trevor Lawrence is that he keeps his mouth shut.
True. He's not a Baker Mayfield.
That's the thing that I like about him. But the situation, like we have to stop acting like situations don't matter either.
It do, bro.
It matters in the NFL. It matters in baseball, and it matters in the NBA also.
It matters in every sport.
Matter. You know, you have an unproven coach. Yes, he won in college.
True.
How many college coaches make the transition to the NFL and win?
We see what happened to Jill Kelly.
Chip Kelly, hell, Nick Saban.
The only one that survived is Pete Carroll.
No, Pete Carroll failed his first time around.
I know. The first time, I know. I'm just saying.
He failed. But we gotta be honest about it. He
failed, but he came back and cleaned that up, though. He failed, but you feel me? He brushed himself off, stood back up.
Okay. So, unproven coach, unproven commodities on the offensive end.
Now, what you think the coordinator go do as far as with him? You think he go hinder him, or you think he go help him?
I don't,
I'm just saying with the style of play that, all right, put it like this. Do his college play fit the Jaguars? Do they have the same setup, same type of playbook, same type of scheme? You know what I mean? Or is it going to be something completely different? He's going to have to learn fresh. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not like Mac Jones coming from Alabama to New England, where it's basically the same thing.
A successful season for Trevor Lawrence would be 6 or 7 wins. That's all I can say.
Now, do you think that's personally with him, or do you feel like that's team and media-wise?
That's team and media-wise. 6 or 7 wins.
Okay. That means, let me see, it's 17 weeks this season.
Yes. 6 or 7.
7-10, and that means he'll go 7-10.
Yeah. They'll miss the playoffs, but you have something to work with.
Right.
You don't just accidentally back into 7 wins.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you actually earned those 7.
You got
something to build on. You got a foundation.
You have the makings of a solid foundation. It's just, what can we do next year to build upon it? What pieces do we need? What free agents do we need? Where can we go in the draft from here?
Right. What mistakes am I making as a quarterback to hinder my team?
Yes. What can we do to get an extra 4 wins?
Right. Okay. Now, what you think about Justin Fields as far as his situation?
Justin Fields, he's at a flip of the coin thing, because, like we said, situations matter. The brass, the top in the management booth, as far as with Chicago, wonderful.
Right. Facts.
Matt Nagy, there was a reason why he was let go here in Kansas City to go ahead and pursue the job.
That's what I was just about to say. He's not a playoff coach. You feel me? Or even a Super Bowl coach.
He's not. I believe, because he's going to come in for Andy Dalton probably the 3rd or 4th week. I just believe it. Right. I just believe it. So I'm going to just have him in the starter at the starter status. So I see a situation to where the fans in Chicago just want excitement.
Yeah. They just want to be a playoff team. They're not really tripping off the Super Bowl. They just want to be a postseason team.
Yes. If you could beat Green Bay once, you are automatically a legend in Chicago, in that city. You beat Detroit once, oh my God. You beat Minnesota twice? Oh my God. They're gonna give you an extension next year.
Facts.
They're gonna give you an extension. Because here's the thing about Chicago that people overlook. Their defense looked bad because they were always playing from behind.
True.
Give them a lead. That's why when I hate to always bring up Kansas City, when Patrick Mahomes started counting out the draft picks that Chicago did before and didn't even pick him. They picked Mitchell Trubisky. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because think about it. Think about it like,
I mean, look how many teams overlooked Russ.
Yeah.
Look, overlooked DK.
This is true. These are all facts. So that's what I'm saying. As far as with Justin Fields, the sky is technically the limit for him.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How many wins do Fields and how many wins do Mac Jones need to consider that a successful season? You said Trevor Lawrence needs 6 or 7. How many they need?
See, you got to look at it like this. The standards are different.
No, I know that. That's why I'm asking you that, because I know the numbers might be different as far as, you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you that.
The standards are different because New England has a legacy of winning.
Right.
They have a legacy of greatness.
So meaning those 7 games ain't gonna mean nothing to
7
them.
games for Mac Jones ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, they're gonna need a 10. They're gonna need a 9 or a 10
They need
piece.
at least 9.
Yeah, he gonna need a 9 or a 10 piece for New England.
At
Easy.
least 9. That's what I see Bill Belichick actually tolerating. 9.
Fact.
It might not get you to the playoffs. It might not, but that's the starting foundation for him.
And that's still a hell of a starting foundation. I mean, even winning 9 games or 10 games, that's a hell of a foundation, bro.
Yes.
Like, that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
That's not anything to sneeze at. Think about it like this. Last year, 9 wins probably could have got you a wild card.
True. You see how Seattle snuck in there?
This year, 9 wins probably won't even get you one.
Man, look. And what you think with Fields? How many wins he need?
Fields, I'm gonna say he's in the Trevor Lawrence situation. At least 7. Because look, here's the thing with Justin Fields. Here's the thing, he's gonna have to win in spite of. He's gonna have to win in spite of Matt Nagy, his head coach. He's gonna have to do all these things in spite of this situation. So that's what I'm saying. 7 wins. And next year, Eric Bieniemy is going to be the head coach in Chicago.
Got you. That's what's up. Well, shit, I was going to say, Paulo, I know you at your hour mark, bro.
Let's keep it going because I'm into this now. You got me fired up now.
It's all love. You feel me? It's all love. You know, stay in my house. You know, I ain't trying to linger around. You know, like, bro, look, you're sleeping on the couch. You eating up on my foot, man. You got to go, bro.
No, it's cool. It's fine when we can have a round table conversation, though.
Nah, it's all good. I just know, you know, you like the military background. I know you're particular. I know how you is. You're a perfectionist. I know how you is, bro.
Yeah, but I can't end a conversation in the middle of it.
All right, now I'm just making sure. I'm just doing the hour check-in.
All right. Zach Wilson up there with the Jets. Do you know much about him?
No, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I really don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Well, all I know is he looks 15. There's still 8 minutes left. All right. Thank you for the time check, Slick. Thank you for the time check. Till exactly 11 o'clock. Okay. Thank you for the time check. I do appreciate that, brother. Zach Wilson. It's the Jets. So as long as they have a better record than the Giants, he's fine.
I mean, really, with the Jets, I mean, the sky's the limit for anybody as a quarterback. I mean, what have they really did the last 5 years as far as quarterback was? You know what I mean? So really, I mean, the sky's the limit. So you really have a blank chalkboard to script in how you want. You know that you have the blank chalkboard to script in your own future, all of that. So it's really what you want to do. Your future is in your hands, and you don't have all of the extra pressure coming off a dope predecessor, coming off of dope last season. You know, you don't have all that extra pressure. So right now, hey, you got a freelance season. You better make the most of it.
No. See, you got to understand that there's a competition in that conference because Tua's in that conference. Mac Jones is in that conference. Josh Allen is in that conference.
Ain't the Giants in that conference?
No, they on the NFC East, not AFC East. So
no, you said what you call it? Oh, you did say the Jets. My bad. You did say the Jets. My bad. I'm thinking of Philly.
So Zach Wilson needs at least 1 win over Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a confidence.
That would be the solidification of him in this league if he gets 1 win over Bill Belichick.
And I mean that'd be a confidence booster and builder for real.
Mm-hmm. He needs a win over Buffalo. If he can beat Buffalo and New England in the same season, I don't care if those are the only 2 wins that he has. He could go 2-15.
And they still gonna show him love. Yup.
But if he beats Buffalo and New England, he's in there.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
That's
Let's go.
So the floor is really low. It's really low.
Nah, that's why I said he got a freelance season.
Yeah. And speaking of Lance, let's talk about Trey Lance in San Francisco. It's a tough one because he did not look good in preseason and he has not looked good in camp.
Nah, man. I mean, they did that as a plan, in case of emergency break glass. That's why they did that, bro. That was just in case of emergency break glass situation. I ain't expecting nothing to do. To keep it real, I ain't expecting nothing to do. I mean, he a backup. He gonna end up being a career backup. Like, I don't really see him being that dude. Now, don't get me wrong. He can always develop into it. We know how Peyton Manning started out. You know what I mean? And so, just saying, he could always develop, but yeah, I don't really see nothing coming from that. That was just, we got to do this because we don't know what's going to happen with Garoppolo.
See, and I don't believe in Jimmy. I do not believe in Jimmy Garoppolo.
I never have, bro. He all hype. But every time it's them big moments, you never show up, bro. You never show up at the big moments.
True. See, I see a situation where Jimmy Garoppolo gets traded to the Denver Broncos.
Oh, who they got? They got Andrew Luck, don't they? From MU.
Yes. Don't say that too loud. Don't say that.
Hey, bro, you know I rep my team. My team is tatted on me. MU Tigers to the death. What you?
Yeah, MU Tigers. Yeah, but there's somebody lurking in these comment sections who thinks that the Missouri Tigers aren't the real Tigers.
They ain't since they left the Big 12, bro.
They not the real Tigers since they left.
When you ain't got that KU MU rivalry game, no, man, no, they ain't no real MU. That ain't that Mizzou I know. That ain't the Mizzou I know. That ain't the Mizzou Kareem Rush and Anthony Pillar went to the Lakers from. That ain't the Mizzou I know.
I'll give that to you.
You can't even say nothing on that. You can't even say nothing on that. Both of them boys went to the Lakers from MU.
Brandon Rush. Didn't Brandon end up going to MU too?
Yeah, he went to he went to KU and he went to Golden State.
Oh, that's right. He did go. Oh, how'd he do Kareem like that? You know, I know Kareem. I know Kareem.
Me too. He used to hoop at night hoops in six.
Yeah.
I know him, Derek Hood, Anthony Pillar, Brandon Rush, all them fools used to be up there at night hoops.
Yeah. I know.
That was back in the day. That's
when we had hot summer nights at the bowling alleys and at the rec centers and everything. I know.
That's why I have to put that clip of me hooping at the gym just to show folks like, hey, bro, your bro really be out here hooping. Don't get it twisted. I can actually play. I just don't be playing like that. But don't get it twisted. Don't get me on the court and make me mad. I will start scorching and turning to Kobe on you real quick.
See, on the basketball court, I can admit I'm not much of a.
Oh, don't get it twisted. Catch me on that football on that wide receiver. Your bro got hands. Don't get it twisted. Your bro got hands.
See, now there's where we're going to have the problem.
Yeah, all right. Cornerback and wide receiver. Put me on either one of them. We good.
I was a safety.
You was that dude I didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah. You go up, but are you coming down the same? Are you coming down the same is the question. And I believe it's an unequivocal no.
Look, all I'm going to say is this. Let you try to take my legs out. We going to have some problems when I get up. Like, bro, you ain't got to do me like that, cuz I'm trying to flip me, bro. This ain't Madden. We not playing Madden on 2K. We not playing Madden on Xbox. What are we doing, bro? So I'm trying to flip me.
Things happen.
Man, I'm not going to lie, bro. I've only been flipped for real playing football once. And I'm not even going to front, though. It was my own fault. I didn't even
I got ran over by Darren Sproles.
Who?
Me?
For real, man. But Darren Sproles is strong, bro. People don't know that Darren Sproles could bench 3 1/4
in high school. I'll be trying to tell people the way he looks now It's the same way he looked when he was in high school.
Facts. That little dude can bench 3 1/4, bro. Don't get it twisted. Darren Sproles is a reason why he lasted 12, 13 seasons in the league.
Jeez.
He lasted longer than Dante Hall. A lot of people. Hessner.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Royals for a second.
Man, I love my Royals. You know, I got them tatted on me too.
I'm digging what I'm seeing, but I see room for improvement.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Us losing all of those vets hurt us, bro. That's what killed us, bro. After we won the World Series and lost all of those vets, that hurt, bro. We ain't been the same since then.
But you gotta understand that out of everybody in MLB, we have one of the best farm systems.
Oh yeah, look at everybody that leave here. They go to other teams to be balling out. What you mean?
Yes.
Jermaine Daw. He went to Oakland A's, started balling out.
Yes. You
feel me? So I'm already knowing, bro. But always, man, my lifetime best favorite Royal will always be Bo Jackson, number 16. That's my dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That will always be my favorite Royal. You feel me? And the only reason why I say that is because a lot of people don't know how much impact he made on KC playing for our team. Do y'all realize he was the only person that would ever be able to be a Raider and walk around KC on cool stuff? With no smoke. In his Raider jersey and uniform and Raider gear. That's the only person you would never get no smoke towards. Bo Jackson could walk around all KC, and we hate the Raiders. But he could get that off. Just because they had so much love for him with the Royals.
Yeah. That's
crazy. Cool. You playing for us and our rivals.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I can't deny that.
Just like who was the first one to start cracking bats over the knee? Exactly. Yeah. Bo Jackson. He the one that started cracking bats over the knee. And these weren't no hollow bats. He was breaking real bats.
Yeah. This is true.
Running up the wall sideways, catching balls, running up the back of the green wall. Like, come on, man. That was my dude, man. For real. I love Bo Jackson.
But what do you think about Salvi breaking the home run record?
I mean, that's dope, man. Like, man, to be honest, man, I'm happy for anybody making achievements, man. I just hate that baseball pick and chooses who to hype up and who to, take a crap on. Yeah. So, meaning you got them putting Mark McGwire on this pedestal, but then they'll crap on Barry Bonds doing the same thing. Same thing, taking the same drug, same performance enhancer, but Mark McGwire this, Sammy Sosa's this, but Barry Bonds is this. Come on, bro.
Well, hold on with that. We have to be all around in favor.
But, hey, that's real, bro. If y'all go Dookie on, if y'all go flush Barry Bonds down the toilet, y'all got to do all of these players, Canseco included. All these players
are they in the hall? Are they in the hall? They're not in the hall. So, I mean, they're doing something.
But it's about the home run record. It'll be so. Barry Bonds broke that, but y'all don't want to put this man in the history books because of the whole. Come on,
see,
bro.
The scary thing is, here's why I believe they are not allowing Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. Because you have to look at it like this: he has 2 separate careers.
I know, Pittsburgh and San Fran.
His Pittsburgh career
was dope. He was still mad bases.
He was already a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
He was already, just like Roger Clemens was already a Hall of Famer.
Yep, before he ever even went to New York.
Yes, he was already a Hall of Famer. Curt Schillings, all these different players, they were already Hall of Famers.
That's real, though.
It was just greed to wanting to prolong your career. Because think about it like this. One of my favorite baseball players of all time had one of the greatest swings, one of the sweetest and smoothest.
Who, Hank Aaron?
No, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, yeah. Brad, that was my dude, man. I ain't gonna front.
You've seen the numbers that he put up all natural.
Yeah, at Seattle, he was acting a fool.
Now imagine if he dippled and dappled into
Right,
the
and the performing man, look,
he would have been an absolute monster.
he would have been a problem,
But he was already the problem and the answer before Allen Iverson, but in a different sport.
No, that's real. I mean, to keep it a bad man, the Mariners got put on the map from Griffey and Randy Johnson.
Griffey, Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez, Alex Rodriguez, Edgar Martinez. Did I already say him?
Yeah.
It's that roster.
Yeah. And then as a matter of fact, they won the World Series too.
Nope, they didn't win.
They did. Oh no, they fought. They went against the Toronto Blue Jays and lost. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
They went against the Blue Jays and lost. See, bro, when I say I know my little sport, a little something.
I was hurt when they lost the World Series because I always wanted Ken Griffey Jr. to get that ring.
I know, bro.
You starting out your career playing with your father. Y'all getting in little competitions during the game. Who's gonna hit more balls? Who's gonna?
You know how dope that is, bro.
I
played with my dad.
Dope. And then you have one of the best careers anybody could ever have.
Had a better one than your dad.
And then you end up playing for your dad.
Man, look.
You hit your 500 career home run with your dad being the manager of your team. And it was your last game. That is phenomenal. He should have been in the Hall of Fame sooner.
Hey, bro. That's what I be talking about, man. That's what I hate about sports as far as when it comes to Hall of Fame. There's no exact curriculum or nothing. There's no standards, no check boxes. Hey, you got to do XX. None of that, bro. They literally get to pick and choose who they want to let in, and that's BS, man. We need some kind of curriculum to say, hey, you do X amount of yards, you knock X amount of home runs. We need some kind of curriculum to be like, all right, this is what deserves. Because there's some people in the Hall of Fame right now that don't even deserve to be in there. Plenty. And then people like T.O., man, he should have been in there. Like, come on. Y'all taking that personal. He don't have to be a likable person, personality-wise, to be in a Hall of Fame. Did he do his job on that field? That's all that matters. Did this man play in the Super Bowl on one leg and still had the most yards and catches on the team? Come on, bro. He put his body and life and career and health on the line on that field.
I forgot to mention one more player that was on that team, Rickey Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
Rickey Henderson. So Seattle was it. But back to what you were saying about T.O. See, his skills were undeniable. There was few things that he could not do on the football field. You want him to run those slant routes, knowing that Ray Lewis or Brian Urlacher is right there waiting.
He gonna run it, and I give you no lip.
He's gonna run it. See, the only thing that killed T.O.
was his arrogance. It
was. See, if you listen to him, T.O. was damaged as a child.
Oh yeah, you can tell he wasn't loved. That's why he started crying about his quarterback like that.
That was his thing. He was always searching for somebody to accept him and for somebody to love him.
But the big but is
knowing that your daddy stay across the street from you.
Right, but this is the big but. But it was for who T.O. is. Not for y'all who y'all want T.O. to be. He just wanted to be liked and loved for who he was. You know what I mean? Being an arrogant person or just being the goofy guy or just having that chip on his shoulder. I mean, let's keep it real, man. T.O. was the NFL Kobe. He had mama mentality. Like, he wasn't here to make friends. I'm not here to be cool with none of y'all. I'm here to show up on Sunday.
I can't give you that. I can't give you that. I can't give you that.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot do that.
Was Kobe like? Did nobody like Kobe when he played? Y'all didn't like. Did nobody like Kobe till he passed away?
Kobe was not as bombastic as T.O. See, if we're gonna compare, players,
I'm just saying as far as players that didn't like to be like, they didn't care about being liked, but was great at what they do. He was.
I would have to give you Gary Rice then.
Oh, I mean, Jerry Rice was a model citizen to the media, though. Him, Joe Montana, all of them. Even Ronnie Lott. Even though Ronnie Lott had me dying, he a fool. But even Ronnie Lott, you know what I'm saying? But he was a real one. Ronnie Lott is a real one. Bro, anytime you get your finger cut off in a game and you come back and finish that game and you got 9 fingers now, bruh, you get all respect.
Something ain't right with you in the head.
Bruh, you missing a finger. You supposed to be at the hospital. Nah, man, I'm going back on the field, coach.
That's pure dedication.
Hey, bro, do you feel me? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just stuff like that, man. Like I told you, Paulo, man, I give respect where respect is due. You know what I mean? Just like with you and Slick's channels, man. I've been supporting from day one. I don't get on my channel like, hey, man, if y'all ain't doing this, man, y'all don't rock with Slick. If y'all ain't doing this, y'all don't rock with Paulo. I don't have to do that, man. Paulo and Slick know who rock with him. They see who supporting from day one. They see who rocking with him, who pull up. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to support and keep it moving. I don't need a pat on the back to support.
I got another baseball question.
What's good?
Okay, you familiar with the Cleveland Indians, the Minnesota Twins, and Chicago White Sox?
Oh yeah. So during that era, and Atlanta Braves.
You're familiar with Frank Thomas and Albert Bell?
Oh yeah. And
why do you think that Albert Bell is still not in the Hall of Fame?
That man, I've been thinking about that a lot, bro. You feel me? Because he should have been in there before a lot of people.
He should have been in there before Frank Thomas.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, you got to remember, Albert Bell wasn't a likable person. You know what I mean? Like, he was cool, but the media wasn't. And Frank Thomas was the media's, golden boy. You know what I'm saying? Albert Bell was the media's bronze boy. They mess with him, but they ain't really mess with him. Frank Thomas, you already know. He on every 5 o'clock news. He got mad endorsements. He had his own shoe by Reebok, the Big Hurt.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a band. So, Albert Bell didn't never have his own pair. So, you know how they go, man. Let me ask you this, Paul. Me personally, once I found out the MVP award is basically voted on by the media, and not a basketball player, nothing. Man, that award means nothing to me. That award literally means nothing to me.
Thank you. I was going to end it, but you just brought up a very interesting topic that I think we're going to discuss tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in and witnessing In the Red Corner Sports with Polo J. This is my guest alias, Mr. Reckless, whatever you want to call him. Just don't say it to his face. Just don't say it to his face.
Please, man. Y'all don't have to like me. Just don't call me out my name. I don't want no smoke. Y'all can say y'all don't like me. It's cool. Just don't call me no B words, man. Dang, I don't like that.
Go ahead and shout your stuff out, man.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. Your boy Alias First Channel, we still appealing. Keep hope alive. You know what I mean? We still fighting for that first channel to come back. So it's all good. Right now, y'all can sub up to the second one, Reckless Podcast, man. I do reaction videos. Team movement, we about the kids, man. We airing out all weirdos because we all real dads with kids in our family and kids of our own. So if we ain't gonna speak for the kids, who else go do it? So we built on realness over here, man. Shouts out, salute to Polo J, Slick 50. You already know, Midwest Connection as always.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. With all that being said, let me give you a final statement. Do you truly love yourself? Are you willing to put up with stuff that you know that you should not tolerate?
Man.
Do you truly love yourself? And if you saying yes, then your tolerance for things that shouldn't be tolerated should be low.
Right. You got to have some standards.
How can you love anybody else if you do not truly love yourself?
Bro, how you gonna keep it real with anybody? You can't keep it real with yourself. Same thing, bro. Same thing.
So I say all that to say, brothers, sister, take time to know yourself. Take time to appreciate yourself. And then you will love yourself.
Man.
With all that, I want to say that I love you. God loves you, and good night.
Man, love.